been a long time, but it was the weirdest thing. We had Denise, actually, Bill Sullivan. I don't know if you all know each other. Lane,
Yeah, we all know you.
Okay,
Marsha Morrison.
Okay. And then,
Nice to meet you.
and then there's Jim Ramsey, who's the next time. But anyway, so, and then we had, what am I drawing a blank?
I don't know.
You know the person we were just talking about.
Jim Ramsey.
Denise.
Denise Riggs. But Karen and I felt, since she was from Southampton, we probably shouldn't have someone potentially naming a structure. And so, so we waited a very long time to get people, and then finally I said, well, we're close enough, I'll just be the fifth person. And so good thing it's out here. But so I did want to talk. I did want to talk to Mike and just see what his thoughts were on it. So we met at Riffs, and he had said that he wasn't a big proponent of renaming the whole boardwalk. He does think that there would be something should be done for Deb, and especially considering her focus has been so much in the arts, like maybe even that corner down there, Deb's Corner, or something of that sort. Something performance related that could honor her. And so this was I just asked him if he could put his thoughts kind of into writing, just so we could have this to work with. And
oh boy, that last sentence. I do not wish to be.
yeah, I do wish we included this. Yeah, that's nice.
Well,
Typical, right?
yeah, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I disagree with it. Too bad, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
What's your deep stuff?
He did so much work on that boardwalk. It's like, you have to get him drunk in order to get a correct answer out of him, which is what I did when I went to speak with him about this. Before I stepped before the Parks and Rec, I went and talked to him and said, look, we want to do something. And he says, well, I don't like the idea of I'm still alive. I said, it's not necessarily a memorial. It's like Child's Park, but Look Park. Look Park was named after the family when they were still alive. It was their park. It was,
I think it's the word memorial that we need.
Yeah, we don't want them. We don't need the word memorial.
Something in honor of somebody, right?
Well, I'll tell you, my feeling, I am a fan of Mike and Deb for sure, but I'm sort of not in favor of renaming the whole boardwalk for a couple of reasons. First of all, I mean, it's a public space, and as much as we may like Mike, there's some people who don't. And so I think it should be a public space where there is not, it should be East Hampton Boardwalk or something like that, And so I just feel putting someone's name, good or bad, brings pluses and minuses. And I just think it should be a neutral space for everyone from the city if they wanted to be there. And also, I also think, it's not like this is a no-name boardwalk. This is named after Native Americans. I mean, it's almost like it is commemorating a group of people that
You mean Nashwauk?
Yeah.
But that's not the boardwalk. What's it called now?
Is it Nashwauk?
No,
it's not.
It's just the promenade.
It's a promenade
park or promenade.
okay. I thought
it's
we were
not
calling it
called-
Nashwauk Park. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought
we
it was
are,
named,
but
right.
it's not what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called a promenade.
And there, I mean, look at Andrew Jackson, who's been on our show.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I just got to say,
Yeah.
we have a history of idolizing people who did some very good things,
Right.
but also were real stinkers on some levels.
Right.
And my point is, and yet there may be people that may not like Mike, and there's going to be people that don't like you or anybody else who's in public service because they disagree with you. If they don't have to separate the two.
Right.
But in terms of the person who, under his guardianship, got that sucker to be there, it's Mike Townsend.
No, I think that was Mike's vision. I think if you talk Jess Allen and Karen, the people who got that grant money to get it done was Jess' thing. And so again, but it was his vision. And so he probably, again, it was his vision, but I think the people who completed that vision were Jess and Karen to a certain extent, getting that grant money finally and that kind of stuff. But
I think because we have entertainment on the corner there, why not make that the Townsend Corner or something? Or,
You mean rename the street or something?
No,
no,
just
no.
the
Just
where,
that
you know,
little,
where the
where that
little,
person is standing right now.
where I want to have a brick
Who's just not
fundraiser.
leaving. Right, right.
We could have their name in one of the bricks and put like a bunch,
Right.
you can make different sized
Right.
bricks, have their name, and not a memorial,
Right,
just their name in the brick.
right.
As, you know, the Deb and Mike Tauchnick corner,
Mhm.
and it can be in the bricks.
Mhm.
It's just something that, it's a corner.
Right, and that's why, that personally is more my preference, that
Right.
it should be an area that could be, again, and I don't know if Mike wants Deb and Mike, or Mike I just want Deb, I
Well,
want this to be for her, or
right.
whatever.
But this isn't a memorial, this is,
Right.
well, it is for her, but not for him.
Right.
Hence why, let's leave the word memorial completely out
Yeah,
of the.
that's why, again, I said Deb's Corner or whatever. You know, and I think because of her association with the arts and performances, something like that may be more appropriate. And
Right.
again, I said in my other feelings about a broader name for that whole area. But
I'm gonna take a look at that place.
Yeah.
What I tried to do before it was
Look at it when
I think we can open this somehow.
Yeah.
What I tried to do, yeah, down the end there.
How about that?
Somewhere in
Don't worry,
between.
it's coming.
Ah,
There we go, yay! See the hole where the brick is? I had talked with the engineer and I said, can you make sure you got the right size bricks in there so that we can have them inscribed if we want to do a fundraiser to raise
Mhm.
money for the upkeep of the pond? And he said, absolutely, we'll make sure you got the right size bricks. So there's companies out there, and we'd have to go out to bid and stuff, that will take out those bricks and they will inscribe them, put them back in as people buy them. And it's a fundraiser
Mhm.
for the upkeep. So I said that whole area is where we have musical entertainment. People are always out there doing things during Art Walk. I think it's making everybody happy because everybody's getting things part of the boardwalk.
Yeah, and it's as you said, it's a fundraiser for maintenance and continuation. For
Right. So maybe make that Mike and Deb Topsnick's corner or something.
Yeah. Again, I mean, that's what we have to get Mike
I
involved.
never from the beginning, I never wanted to say memorial.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah.
I was gonna call it the Topsnick Boardwalk, I would not use the word memorial,
Yeah.
because that's not
Yeah.
what we're doing.
And again, I don't, I think that's why, a smaller space would be more appropriate, because I think Mike is very uncomfortable with
Yeah,
the Tosnick anything, you know.
Right, right.
I think he wants it more to be the Deb Tosnick, something more geared to her, you know, in that respect, considering her relationship with the arts and performances, I think, you know, my opinion anyway, is that's something that would honor what she.
Billy, what's
felt
your
most
opinion?
Well, couple of things. If you want to have, I like the idea of fundraising. Okay,
So that was good.
I would like, all the benches at Look Park have a
Right, plaque or
plaque,
something.
yeah.
They do.
I don't know the procedure for them to get it.
I do, that's what I'm doing. That's what I did with the Memorial Concerts for Gary for 2 years. I'm putting 2 benches on.
But how
on
much does
Millside
it
Park.
cost to put
To put a plaque on?
Yeah.
Well, see, what I did, see, there are already benches out there, so we don't need to do that.
yeah, but wait a minute, you could put some along the,
You could do more benches.
Yeah, yeah.
To put 2 benches, the benches I've got is, $1,430 for the 2 benches that I got that are, and I still have to pay for them to be inscribed.
okay.
And where are they going?
They're in the, well, that's what I'm working with John right now, from the Parks and
John
Rec.
Mason, yeah.
Yeah, because he and I went out there last spring, we picked where they were gonna go, there were 2 of these nice young
Okay,
trees.
okay.
Now, this is
Took
down
one
at
of
the
trees
Mill
down.
Pond?
Yeah, Millside Park,
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Millside Park?
but on the bike trail.
Okay.
Like, it's gonna be, one bench
Right.
is facing the
Right.
bike trail, one bench is facing Millside Park.
Okay.
And now we have to reconfigure where they're going, because they took one of the trees down, we were gonna put right in between, so John and I gotta go meet again,
What about,
figure where they're going.
what about something along this part here where the kids go fishing, for one thing? And then, I like the thing about the bricks, but could it be like, well, I know that the John Boyle O'Reilly Club has it, you know, they sell the bricks.
Yeah,
And they're $100,
yeah,
and you can get inscribed.
right.
But rather, open it up to the public.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying have one big set of like 4 bricks, make that one big cement piece or brick, or like, you know, take it out instead of like, they can make bigger bricks, and have that as the main focus in the middle of like, where, like behind the lights, straight ahead.
Isn't there something there right now that's kind of the cement color? It's not all brick. See, you can just barely see.
I think it's
the
all
edge of
different
it.
colors. See, it's multiple
No, but
colors.
there's something lighter, and I think I've noticed that before. It's round and
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks like it's,
Square. Is it square or round?
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
red?
I think
Yeah.
there was something in the center too.
Yeah, which doesn't have anything on it right now.
Yeah.
It's just this thing.
It might be there to cover something maybe? Like
Yeah,
electrical box?
I think either, personally, I think the idea of the bricks, I mean, putting something there is fine, but I would like it to be something more than brick, you know, like.
Well,
that
that's what I'm
really
saying, have it
contrasts.
cement.
Yes,
Have it
cement,
like-
and then maybe
You
this.
can make it and just
Yeah.
take out 4 squares and make it stand out from the other ones that we'll be doing.
So why do you want to do that? Why, you know, I think that Deb should probably be recognized for the historic Cottage Street. All that she did for that. Getting it to be a historic district
Right.
and making it alive with the day that we have that
Cultural
program
chaos.
there.
Culture chaos.
Yeah.
I hate the idea of doing just a bench. To me, that's, anybody can do a bench. I'm doing a bench. I'm doing 2 benches. Anybody
Yeah.
can do that.
I would
I
almost
feel like she
something here,
deserves more than
you know,
that.
as, I think as Marcia's alluded to, you know, and I'm thinking, of course, maybe it's getting too expensive, but even if it was a piece of marble that you could take out bricks.
I would agree.
You
I
know,
like
and
that.
something
Either
like
that
that.
or,
But what do you do? Do you put the mayor's name on there?
No, I think it
This
should be
is just
something
Deb.
like
This is
Deb's
just
Corner,
Deb.
or Deb's area.
Deb's Corner.
or
Deb's
something,
Corner.
or,
Deb Tauchnick's corner.
Deb's Performance Airspace, or
What?
Deb's Corner.
I
To
like
honor,
that.
no, to honor, or, we have to write something, but, you know, to honor, her.
Well, we can meet again and make sure Jim
Or
gets
her
his
service.
service
but,
too.
you know,
but
these are
we
ideas
get
that
an
we
idea of where we're
should
going.
really consider, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I can look into like how much it would cost to do marble there
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
But I think what we may have to do, and I guess unless we have a majority here, because I believe, and I don't, let me go out to my cards. I think what our purview is pretty specific, is renaming
The Boardwalk.
And if we're in agreement that maybe that would be too big a scope, or the plus or minus
Yeah.
of that, then we can dissolve that, and then I think we can work forward to the
Okay.
second thing. But I
Okay.
think our purview
Is
of
to
doing
rename
that
the
is
Boardwalk
outside
or-
of what.
right, I hate to do this without Jim's input.
Yeah, can we schedule another meeting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
All right.
better
Yeah.
if we all,
Maybe pin a minute.
Yeah, sure.
But let's think of some things, I really would like to have more benches along the line of like Look Park, if it's feasible.
I just don't, like I said, I don't know, benches to me, I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I
would
think
agree
she
with that.
earns more than
Really?
that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And to help you out, I worked with Deb on numerous volunteer things, and it wasn't just the cultural
Oh, yeah.
competition. It was all, I always start with the arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think,
To me, bench is not-
But
Mike's
what
instincts are
about
right.
the old town hall? Where that is the center of the cultural revolution or whatever.
Oh,
you wanna
instead
call
of
it.
doing.
I mean, it would be nice if, I don't know,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No, I get what you're saying.
I mean,
do.
that
I
is
do.
looked at as the arts, you know, from there down to Cottage Street.
I mean, I wish we were 6 months from that upstairs space being.
I know,
operational.
that would be.
That would be an easy one, but it could not be in our lifetime.
I know, I
think
keep
it's-
telling
what do you
Yeah,
think?
I don't think I'm ever gonna
What's the
see
6
that.
months? What's that?
No, I'm saying, you know what, I think would be a perfect thing is that upstairs performance space.
But we don't know.
Oh,
if
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
ever
yeah. You mean when they get
I
that
don't think
done?
it's
Yeah,
ever
but
gonna
I
get
don't,
finished.
you know, they need there's code and elevators
Yeah.
and sprinklers and,
We're closer than I thought we would be.
oh, yeah?
Waiting to see
Really?
the
Well,
design.
actually, I think, yeah, because actually
Yeah.
Ed Check was telling me something's being done.
Yes.
Is it the fire? Is it the fire?
We have the design ready, and we're gonna get the final, well, the estimate is $5 million, but we knew that. But, we're just dividing up who's gonna pay, and CPA is gonna get a big
Mhm.
request, and as well it should, because a lot of what we're talking about is just upgrade to that building.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, with
Right.
the CPA's
Historic
purview.
preservation, right?
Well,
And then-
what about Bill Gates? And you laugh, but
Are you a friend of his? Because I'm not.
I say let
He
that.
does, he has a foundation that he
When we get
donates.
together, we start actively fundraising for that, bring that up again, Bill.
Yeah.
Because
Or
I'm
even-
telling you right
yeah,
now,
I
who
mean,
knows?
You gotta think outside the box, you know?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's outside the
Anyway,
box.
let's talk about this. I think the reason this is, it's important to do this is for a number of reasons. I think it's intimate, it's small, she spent her last hours literally right there.
Right there, I know.
Right next
That's the
to
last
next
place I
to
saw
me.
it.
I was
Yeah.
the last
Yeah.
person that she was with
Yeah.
in an official capacity,
Yeah,
not
right.
as a friendship capacity.
No, no,
right
I know.
there. She was excited. Her husband was his vision, so she was very much a part. And I think it's almost like Deb's Corner. You know, we could in fact do two things. We could in fact do a bench that looks out over the Nashawanic, and it has, you know, Deb Tausnig bench, and then we could have a plaque that explains, you know, Deb's Corner. So in other words, Deb's Corner, you sit on the bench, you look out over the pond, and arts, you know, hula hoops go on in that corner, people sing songs, I mean, it's
Music,
all kinds
yeah,
of stuff
she
happens
just
in
loved
there.
it. She absolutely
So we
loved
could do
it.
two. We could put a plaque on an existing bench that's right there, looks over.
And maybe the next meeting, we should ask John Mason from Parks and Rec, because
Yes.
he would be the one who
Yeah.
would know feasibility, things that we're not thinking of.
Right.
Either good or bad, you know, that could be it.
And, you know, and on the plaque, it would say Deb Tausig would give her birth and her death date, and say, a
Friend of the arts?
friend of the arts, or, exactly, or a volunteer superb, or, you know,
Yeah.
extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire,
or,
yeah, I
you
like
know,
the
something
picture
like
of
that.
Right.
It's the volunteer part that we really wanna
I like the idea of the
emphasize.
marble stone
And then the marble stone would just say Deb's Corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the plaque would say what,
Right,
in one
Okay.
sentence
Yeah.
or something, you know.
so why don't we make another appointment?
Okay.
Because I thought, is that the corner of it we're talking about, Marcia, that it's just
Yeah.
covered up by that bench? Because I thought there is something in the center.
There is,
isn't
and you can
Okay.
see it
You can see
just-
red
Just the
something
corner,
right behind
yeah.
See this bench that's.
Yeah, just the corner of it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a white thing there. We could put marble there that says Deb's Corner. That's all it says.
Yeah.
And then on this bench, or, you know, it looks
Yeah.
right at, just have a plaque, and the plaque says Deb Tausig, it has a birth and date, and something like volunteer extraordinaire, or volunteer, arts volunteer, or she
Friend of
loved
the
the
arts.
arts, or
Yeah,
friend
or
of
we
the
have-
arts.
Yeah.
We could do that, yeah.
Yeah, we have something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so why don't
All
we
right,
have,
let's talk about that, yeah, I like that, and I think we,
It kind of combines the two
Yep.
ideas, but it,
Okay.
yep,
you know, it,
so why don't we plan on another meeting with John and Jim?
Yeah. And again, but we'll have that meeting, but again, you know, I will
Do you-
double check, but I think the next meeting, we may have to just vote no for the
Yeah,
boardwalk.
oh, yeah,
And then,
right.
and then I don't know if we're gonna do, that night, we could write, please, I'll form a new committee,
Okay,
you know, to commemorate, and we can work on whether, you know,
Okay,
you know,
all right,
as I
all
said,
right.
it'd be a nice little
okay,
marbly thing that's
yeah,
Deb's Corner.
Deb's Corner, simple,
Yeah.
elegant.
Yeah,
You know, and then,
Right.
and then the
You know, again,
plaque,
I
you
think
can sit
that's-
there and think about her.
because that's
She's
also
sitting
how
there.
I think of Deb is,
Yeah.
you know, it would be very simple.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
Deb's
I know.
Corner. She
I
doesn't
do.
want Deborah Tosnick. No, 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 no. Just more
That
like
was, I'm
Deb's
sitting on
Corner.
the sidelines watching everybody else. That
Just
was
two
Deb.
words or something, a
Yeah.
friend of the arts, I like
Yeah.
that too,
Yeah.
Kelly. That's
There's-
good.
There's, I wish there was a word.
That's a nice
Yeah.
power
I like
here.
of arts, but I think I can't think there's something better than friend, but I'm not sure
Yeah,
what it
well,
is yet.
we'll-
Yeah,
we have some time
exactly.
to
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
it out.
exactly.
Yeah.
But okay, so of course I'm in Wisconsin next week. That's why I had the meeting tonight. So we're gonna have to. The next opportunity would be the week after.
That's fine.
what are you talking about?
Let's get my calendar out.
So you're talking into May,
Yeah, we're definitely in May.
okay?
It's the next weekend is Mother's Day weekend, so it's the weekend after.
Right, so I'm available again the week starting the 9th of May on.
Okay.
I'm gone on Friday,
The
What?
13th.
yeah.
Friday
day
the
to travel.
13th, yes. Watch it,
Yeah.
Kelly.
And
I'm
look,
actually helping Ray
you know,
and Andrew move on the
If we
14th.
talk about prices, you get some prices. Listen, I'll write to Gates.
Hmm.
I'll do a letter. It's worth a shot.
He'll
I
show
think-
up at his door is what Billy will do.
Yeah, I know,
I know,
I know that. He's really good at convincing
great.
people to do things.
Wonderful.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I mean, all I can say is no,
Yeah.
Right.
but, you know,
Yeah,
let's.
it's not gonna hurt to ask.
Billy, you know, maybe we should wait and get him to pay for the upstairs.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd
If we're
rather
gonna get
that.
money from Bill Gates,
You know,
let's do.
if you put a proposal together, we could include everything. You know, we really could.
I mean, if you probably ask him only once, and he only gives you money once.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah.
go
So
for the
go for the-
all
Let's go for the
enchilada
whole
of the
kit and
upstairs.
caboodle.
If you-
The
if you got a
upstairs too,
price,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Let's
Yeah.
put something together. I think it's worth a shot, I really
Okay.
do.
Okay,
He
so what
gives
week are we
away
in?
a lot of money
The
for different
9th?
things, a lot of people don't know, but
Okay.
I mean,
All
he
right.
does it. All right.
Week of the 9th we're talking?
Just anytime after the 9th.
He can't do the 13th.
Right, so, I mean, midweek is better, I think, most of the time. for
Okay,
most
yeah.
people.
Yeah, my mother was here Wednesday, she's actually
Right.
moving back here, so that she was here all week, and I was,
So the 11th should be available, does that work for
Let me
The
everybody?
11th or 12th is good for
And
me.
in fact, and I think initially we were gonna try to do it
when does the
on
Parks
Wednesday.
and Rec meeting?
Exactly, they usually meet at 6:30, so we might be able to do 7.
7 o'clock.
7,
On Wednesday, May 11th.
Yeah, I mean, it might be over at
Okay.
Parks and Rec.
They do, they meet at
Okay,
the Parks and Rec
so
office.
you wanna meet
At the
with them?
Parks and Rec
Yeah.
office?
So we'll
Okay.
meet at Wednesday, that's right, John will be there, so perfect.
Okay.
So we'll say Wednesday, the 11th.
So this is
7
tentative
o'clock.
until you tell us it's,
Yes.
Is it the
Tentative.
second Tuesday, or is it the third, or the second Wednesday, or the third Wednesday?
That's the 11th is the second.
No, but I'm saying, when do they meet? Is it the second or the third?
Oh, I just made.
Let me find out. Hang on.
Well, I know they met this week,
They did?
because we were going to see if we could have done Wednesday and everybody couldn't.
Want me to find out when they're gonna meet again?
Sure.
Ooh, okay.
Hang on. I thought we had a new website.
I know.
My son Jake took a new job.
I saw on Facebook.
Oh, you did?
I know, isn't that amazing? You're missing a world of things, Billy.
Oh, I tell my best friend that all the time. How'd you know about this? How'd you know about that? And I'm like, because I'm on Facebook with her brother, her
Yeah.
sister, and I'm like, I know because
Yeah.
you're not on Facebook.
Where's the job, Billy?
I'll tell you how he got it. The
Okay.
president of BU called the mayor and said that he would like to speak with Jake, and he was gonna develop a new program of a government program so that the university could work with the city. And so the mayor said, well, you know, what does it mean? And he said, you know, we'd like to interview him.
Uh-huh.
So he talked with the mayor, and the mayor said, well, there's some things that I would like, you know. And he said, okay, that's good. So they interviewed him, and the president told them, your kids can come here for free, tuition and room and board. It's $65,000 a year now.
Doesn't have any kids yet, right?
2.
Okay.
8 years, he's only got 8 more years to go.
Wow.
And they offered him a healthy raise. And he said that he has an agreement with the mayor that if the mayor needs him to do like political stuff, that he could have the time off.
Nice.
You know, organizes.
So is he working for BU or the city, or both?
No, BU.
BU, okay.
BU, yeah. So
Jake's
they-
his son.
they-
I assume so.
Yeah.
Well, he's,
And the mayor was Boston?
Yeah.
That's
Marty
super.
Walsh.
Marty Walsh?
Yeah, so they had a reception for him after work, and Claire and I went down.
That's
He
great.
got us a room at the Colonnade because the vice president and the manager of the Colonnade is a UMass graduate, and Jake knew him, so he called me and said, I'd like to get a room for my parents.
Huh.
My God, they went out of their way for
Oh,
us, you
nice.
know. Oh, it's just great. But they had a big program there at Patio's at night, and the mayor came. And I met his girlfriend, she was there first. So I said to his girlfriend, you look better in person, you're doing the paper. So I asked her, I said, do you have a save the date? And she said, a what? I said, a save the date. She said, oh, you know, save the date, that's for getting married.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, she's not getting married. So she said, no, she laughed. Well, anyways, they had a nice program. The mayor of Attleboro was there, and he spoke, and he said, I want to thank Jake because he got my city $100 million in stimulus funds.
Wow.
Now that's Attleboro.
Wow.
So when the mayor spoke, he said, Jake used to come in and said to me, here's some papers I want to have you sign. He said, I didn't even look at them. I signed them, and the federal money flowed into the city.
Wow.
So,
Did you find it?
I'm still trying different places.
well, let's
just
set it up
haven't done
tentatively
Let's
for
set it to-
Wednesday.
yeah, I'm
and
gonna
then,
push this
Joe, you
button
can
and put it in there.
notify